All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday, new week. Let's see. Uh, yeah, this week I'll be doing more Lacuna, trying to finish that up. Why is my face tracking not working? Hold on. Settings. Let me try to fix that real quick. While I'm doing that, we'll be doing Lacuna, try to finish up Lacuna, try to finish Mayhem in Single City, or Single Valley, I should say. Uh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Okay. We'll also be doing Subnautica if we have time. Well, most likely we have time for Subnautica. And I would like to stream a bit more Totally Accurate Battlegrounds because it's always fun and always a good distraction. Uh, I'm hoping to do a Tuesday or a Thursday stream, doing some more Siege Survival, which was pretty fun, really interesting. But yeah, though I think Thursday. Let me double check Steam here. Steam. 7th is Thursday. So Thursday, I will probably be doing an extra stream, which will be the new Earth Defense Force game. So definitely looking forward to it. But for now, it is time for Lacuna. Since we are in nice futuristic city, we need to go over to here. We're 1/4 of the way through the game. Interesting. We're in a section called the Witness. Okay. Excuse me. See, we're still tracking down who we think is the murderer. They had gotten into a van, and they have ditched the van. We don't know if they're still together with the person that was driving the van, or... Let's see. Extra here. Okay. Oh, news sheets. Let's read this real quick. What do we got? Hi, Erd. In a meeting? Okay. Hopefully it's not... hopefully it doesn't... Hopefully it's an okay meeting. Not overly... Anyways, let's see. Who is Joseph Banning? Banning is, the person that was murdered, like the official. Everybody knows Joseph Andrew Banning was as one of the figureheads in the push for Drovian independence. But what kind of person is he in private? What are his fears and concerns? His goals and needs? The Guardian Gazette had a peek behind the curtain. Banning was born in the late 1700s in New Joran. When his father started a new job in the mines of Sector 2, his family moved to Drovia, and after barely surviving its deadly collapse, relocated again to Sector 1. In interviews and public discussions, Banning often emphasizes the exploitation his family has suffered at the hands of its colonial rulers. Like many other Saviant families, he says, they always struggle to make ends meet despite working hard and long hours. Banning usually fails to mention the Guardian grant for Dravian talents that enabled him to study law and ultimately kicked off his career in politics. In an interview with Drovia Today, Banning declared that securing a better future for his own and all Drovian children was his ultimate goal. He has 2 college-age sons, Harrison Tim, from his first wife, and a 2-year-old daughter with his new, much younger wife, Lisa Lacoste, who he met as an advisor in his legal team. A few months ago, however, rumors of yet another relationship crisis began to spread when Banny was spotted multiple times in inappropriately private settings with his secretary, Miss Lauren. They nailed the vibe of the questionable wording in reporting in this. Like so far, the writing and the dialogue and everything is done very well in this, and I love it. So here you have a news sort of article that keeps throwing little bits of shade here and there. The wording and everything is like, it's like, oh, this is this, and then, but did you know this little bad fact? I'm just gonna sneak that in there. Did very, very well. Very much fits the mood and the atmosphere of the game. Oh, just up. Oh yeah. So we had H for looking for things we can look at. Here? Oh wait, what's this? An ad for a bar named Red Herring. It's at the harbor just past the train station. Ah. Oh yeah, we need to go to the Red Herring to try to get the old guy's boat back, right? Yeah. What do we got over here? Oh, a smoke break. Yeah. Smoke and listen to the music. Not that there's much music though. Oh no, there we go. Just took a moment to start. That was a little odd. Okay. Ah, somebody to... Oh, what's over here? Oh, another smoke break spot. No, we've already smoked once at this point. The way to make sure to air quote certain things to imply they're greatly exaggerated. Yeah. Hey, Fast Spider. Get your hands off me. Please stop resisting, ma'am. What am I being arrested for? You have no right. I want to talk to my lawyer. Do you have a lawyer? Maybe? You don't know. Let's call him down to the station then, because that's where we're going. No! Wasting your time on me. There's a guy with a rifle around here. Miss Grindle, there isn't. Let's go. Now, hold on just a second. Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI, the Central Department of Investigation? A case leads me here. May I ask what's going on? So glad you're here, sir. These two officers are making a grave mistake. The whole quarter should be locked down right now. There's a man with a rifle around here. Miss Grindle calls us every week. Last time it was for a car that was too large for its parking spot. Before that, she called us on a street vendor because he was lurking outside the apartment block. She's been doing that for a long time. We're finally bringing her in for wasting our time. CDI Zelda. Hi, Z. Sir, please, you're with the CDI. Your oath demands that you take me seriously. I don't recall an oath about a Miss Grindle. Don't you see I'm one of yours? You're CDI? No, I'm an upper. I don't belong down here. When my husband was still alive, we had a nice place on the upper layers. It had sunlight and proper walls and no drug addicts lingering around the entrance. I've just fallen on hard times for a while. Enough. You've been living here for 12 years. Let's go. Sir, I swear I overheard some dangerous people. They have a gun and some important data or something. They killed somebody already. She said, "Is it done?" And he said, "He's dead." Could you tell me the story from the start, please? I was watching something online when I heard voices coming from the apartment next door. I was surprised. It's always so quiet that I wasn't even sure if someone lived there. It was a man and a woman. They seemed to be fighting about something. I wanted to make sure it wasn't domestic abuse, so I turned off my program and listened. You never know down here. Well, what did they fight about? I can show you. When I got suspicious, I started recording them with myself. You did what? That's in violation of... Just listen to it. The things they talked about. Did you send the logs to me? Yes, of course. Thanks. I'd like to ask all of you to stay put until I've had a look at the conversation. You're wasting your time, but whatever, we'll wait. dangerous people. Let's see. It really did a number on your face, but I have to say, I kind of like the new look. I don't. Are you drunk? I don't have to be drunk to have an opinion on your new face. But you smell like whiskey. What the hell happened to your arm? I cut myself. It doesn't matter. Wow, this hideout's really a shithole. I've only been staying here a few days. Where's your violin? Funny, I gave the rifle to Zora. Listen to me. We don't have much time. I passed by a scanner on my way here. They're probably on my tail already. What were you thinking? You're still wearing the ID chip? Why didn't you go straight back to HQ to have it taken out? Were you able to procure the data? Yeah, the old man didn't suspect a thing. Listen, you need to give it to me. The boss called and said there was a change of plan. I'll take care of the handover. I called the guy we're meeting and told him that I was coming instead of you. He seemed a bit pissed, though. I think I woke him. Didn't expect him to be sleeping at 11. Are you out of your mind? They know your ID. They'll catch you for sure up there. I know the route we're going to take. I know how to get on and off Jora's Plaza without being scanned. Why didn't the boss tell me about all this? Why the fuck did we change plans? I talked to the boss after the hit. He told me to come get you. No idea why they... Come on, Zora, give me the stick. We need to move now. The CDI could be here any minute. Wait, you're... Let me get my stuff. Give me the stick. Fine, here it is. Where are we going? We should split up right now. Keep your head down and wait for me to get in touch. Get to the... They won't be able to track me if I... 8:30. Boy, you're not making all this up, are you? You crazy? Let's not. Now, let's get this mission over with. Come on. Be careful out there, okay? We're so close to getting out of it all. You too. Interesting. Let's see anything else. So, what do you think of the conversation? I need to see that room. I need to see the room they were in. Can you show me it? Show me to it? See, I knew there was something fishy. Follow me. Thank you. What's this about? What's going on? This might be important for a case I'm working on. What case? It's classified. Really, you shouldn't believe her. I'll show you the apartment. Why can't I talk to this other officer here? He's just like, whatever. This is where I live, and the voices came from right next door. Thank you. Watch my back, officers. Hello? Anyone home? CDI, open up. You are surrounded. Come out with your hands on your head. I don't think there's anybody... Shh. If you're not coming out, I'm opening the door on the count of 3. 1, 2... Kick the door open immediately. Everybody on your knees, hands on your head. I'm coming in. Clear. Please stay in the corridor, everybody. I'll have a look around. Damn, that was intense. What do we got? Talk to Miss Grindle. Oh, what was that? Like, it doesn't even tell me what it was. I just found something. I found the key under the bedstand. Its tag says apartment 9. Okay. Can't go up that way. A very tiny apartment. Guess that's the bathroom. Alright. Excuse me, Miss Grindle. I found this key here. Any idea where it might belong? Who is... Oh, I think that's, I can't remember his name. Oh, really? Let me take a look at the tag. Apartment 9, huh? For an apartment in this building, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. The tag belongs to the old system. My apartment used to be number 4. The one you searched was number 5. There's a floor plan over there. Maybe you can make sense of it. Thank you. Conrad, what's going on? Hey, Gary. We just got really lucky. I think that Mrs. Grindle over there called the cops on our guy. Looks like his real name is Boyd, and he met a woman named Zora in this apartment here. I have parts of a recorded conversation between the two. I'm sending it to you now. Where'd you get that? Let's just say Mrs. Grindle is very interested in her neighborhood. From what I understand, the woman stole some data from an old man and gave it to the sniper. He, in turn, is going to hand it over to an unknown third party at Jora's Plaza at 8:30. Good job, Conrad. I'll immediately inform the chief. We'll have to intercept that handover. Why would the sniper physically bring the data to someone, though? The only explanation I have for that is that it's tagged. That the network will pick it up as a leak. But that would mean that it's highly confidential data from the government. The best reason I can think of. But maybe they're just being extra careful. Hey, I found a key in the apartment the woman was hiding in. It belongs to another unit in the building. Maybe we'll find more answers there. Do you know which one it is? There's a number on it, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. Miss Kringle said her apartment was 4, the one next to it was 5 in the old system. There's a floor plan right there on the wall. Go take a look at it. Maybe you can figure out the way the rooms used to be numbered. I'll call the chief. Bring him up to speed. Okay. So we're here. So this used to be 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get it. So this used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, ooh, how do we get up there? This is apparently not working. Huh. Okay. So we need to go up 2 flights. 1, 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 1 flight. We only need to go up 1 flight. What am I talking about? So how do we get up? So yeah, we can't go up. So what the heck do we do? I get the feeling I'm missing something. Right, I'm missing something, right? Or does it go like down 1? Oh, that was a cool effect. This effect here, when I'm in this scan mode. Interesting. Hold on. If I do this, I need to go through that one up there. But how do we get up there? I'm missing something stupid, aren't I? That's down and up. So I know which one it is, but can't go through here. There's an up and down ladder system up here, but we can't get to that. Let me see. Another way over there? Oh, hey. Some more cigarettes. I need to get to 33, but how? Like, I'm missing something obvious. Here? What is the arrow showing on the floor plan? Oops. Don't go this way. What just happened? Oh. There, that was weird. Here. These are stairs here. This looks like it's the outside stair banister. The, fire escape here. But these stairs are blocked off right now. We need to get to 33. Red arrow on the right. It says X up here. I don't know what that says. Unless it means here? No, shouldn't mean there. He doesn't fit there. It fits up there, but we can't get up there. I'm a little confused here. See, it's this one right here. We go down this. Save.
I felt sorry for the old lady. Descending through the layers was easy these days if you didn't have one of the few jobs that still existed. Basic income wasn't enough for most people, even around here where living was relatively cheap. Although somehow our economy had never been more productive.
Here we go. Where are we? We're on here. We need to go down through all this. Gotcha. 1, 2. Yep. Oh, tied up. Hold on, I'll get you out of this. Is anyone else here? What are you going to do to me? Are you with her? My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with the CDI. Oh, thank fuck. Please, I need water. Of course. Here you go. Are you hurt? I don't think so. Just very sore. My wrists burn like fire. What's your name? I'm Lila. Alright, Lila. You're safe now. Let me call you a doctor. Alright, the medical team is on its way. Did you tell me what happened from the start? Yeah, okay, fuck. She was in here. She looked almost exactly like me. A woman was in here? Is this your apartment? Yes, I tried to fight, but she was so incredibly strong. It was like looking in the mirror. Like I had a twin. She must have had some surgery to look like me. When did this happen? I came home from a client 2, maybe 3 days ago. She was already in here. I turned on the light and I saw myself sitting right over there. I barely had time to react. She jumped me so quickly. She must have had some augments or something. Any idea why this happened to you? Why would she try to impersonate you? I've been racking my brain about that. Is there anyone she might be trying to get close to? I don't think I know anyone important, except for my clients, maybe. Your clients? I'm making money on the side as an escort agency. So I'm not a whore if that's what you're asking. I mostly just dress well and go to dinner parties. We only have high-profile customers. I'm a student and it's a good way to pay the bills. Maybe she was trying to get close to one of your clients then. You think? I mean, it could be. I missed an appointment while I was tied up. I thought my boss would come looking for me, but nobody showed. Do you think she went to him? Oh no, what if she did something bad to him? You can testify that I've been here all this time, right? Don't worry, you're not a suspect. Who was the client? A public official or something. I don't recall his name. He wanted me to spend a night at his place. My boss said he was a regular customer, but I've never met him. Do you have any more data on him? Name? Address? It was all on my cell, but the woman took it. I see. Is there any way to find the client's data? We might be onto something here. My boss at the Lotus Escort Agency has all of it. That's just around the corner. Don't leave me alone right now. What if she comes back? I'm staying here until reinforcements arrive. You won't be left alone. Not a whore makes good money to spend the night at someone's place. Knock knock. Hey Gary. Lila, this is my partner, Agent Long. Gary, could you keep an eye on Lila here for a minute? I need to follow a lead to her employer. I'll explain everything later, okay? Babysitting duty, huh? Alright, I guess. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Lila, how do I find the escort agency? Just go all the way up to the roof of this building. You'll end up on the next highest layer. Take a right, and you can't miss it. Thank you. Come back as soon as possible. Alright, so we want to go here, then all the way up. Meeting finally done. Yay! Hello, sir. Excuse me. Closed. We're closed. I'm not a customer. Neil Conrad, CDI. Ah, good morning. That's a surprise. We'll lead you here. One of your employees, Lila. Lila, a sweet girl, nice and reliable. When did you last see her? Not in a while. I just relay orders to her cell as they come in. Sometimes she doesn't accept. Mostly she does. There was a client you had this week. I need to find out more about him for a case. Oh, okay. Did he do something to her? I can't tell you. Did you give me his name and contact details? Oh, Mr. Conrad, I would love to help, really. But it's very important that we protect our client's privacy. I'm sure you understand. I can't risk my business like that. Please be reasonable. This is a serious matter. Okay, Mr. Conrad, I have a proposition to make. I'm putting my business at risk by helping you, but you can help me make up for the damage. There's another issue that puts me in a very uncomfortable spot right now. One of my employees has quit on me despite her contract running for a few more months. I told her I needed her. She already accepted several offers over the next few weeks. We have a reputation to uphold. Our clients would be really upset if I canceled their appointments. Those are all high-class people relying on our services. I told the local police already, and they wouldn't listen to me. But I have the contract right here. See, it's signed and everything. If you can get her to fulfill her duties, at least the appointment she already confirmed, then I guess I could help you too. Did she say why she wouldn't do it anymore? You ask her. She said she's quitting and she's been ignoring me ever since. How about it, Mr. Conrad? Oh, God. Shit. I'll talk to her. What's your name? Shyla Noah. I'll see what I can do. But even if she doesn't come back, you're helping me for trying. Okay, fair enough. Tell her we're good if she goes to the client she already agreed to. Maybe she'll listen to you, and don't mind her family. They're weird folks. Savians. Their unit is just below us. The fastest way down is through that big apartment building. If you're back down at the train station, you've gone too far, and the wrong direction. I'll be back soon. Please stay put. So basically we go here, we go down a level, and we keep going back this way. Helena Nowak? Oh, Selena Nowak. Wait. Hold on. Oh, Helena and Observer, that's right. Here. Oh. Good evening. Sorry for the intrusion. My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with the CDI. I'm looking for Sheila Nowak. She here? What do you want from her? I would like to tell her that myself. I won't just let some foreigner talk to my sister. Tell me what you have. I showed you my badge. I'm not some foreigner. I'm an agent of the state. That Thompson guy sent you. You're wasting your time. Sheila won't go back to him. I will make sure of that. It's all right, Antony. Let me talk to him. I can handle that myself. You won't go back to that scumbag. Don't let him intimidate you. Do you mind leaving us alone for a minute, Antony? Oh, sorry for my brother. He's just trying to help. Don't worry about it. So, what do you want from me? As your brother already assumed, Mr. Thompson from the Modus Agency asked me to pay you a visit. Is that so? He told me that you refused to meet your contractual obligations. And you're trying to force me to go back? Why won't you work for him? I would like to know why you won't work for him anymore. What if I go back inside and refuse to talk to you? Then Mr. Thompson will probably try to sue you. Listen, I'm happy to help you if... Thompson is forcing you into something. If Mr. Thompson is forcing you to do something you don't want. No, he would never do that. Sure, he can be a little annoying, but he's certainly not forcing any of the girls into anything. Listen, I want to study space engineering on fence, but I can't afford the fees. As a Drovian immigrant without a degree, it's hard to find a good job on Dara. That's why I've been working for Thompson, but now I have all the money I need. Thompson told me you confirmed several appointments for the following weeks. How did you do that? Wasn't it obvious that you'd have saved enough by now? That's none of your business. You can trust me, Mr. Sheila. You can trust me, but you have to be honest with me. I didn't do anything that's against the law. Ooh, that's, immediately coming out with that is a bit suspicious. Alright, then tell me. I got a call from a woman a few weeks ago. She didn't tell me her name. Oh, here we go. She promised me a large amount of money if I canceled all my appointments for the next 2 weeks. It was so much that I didn't have to go back to Thompson at all, actually. And you didn't find that suspicious? Suspicious? No, I assumed that some jealous partner was behind it. Wouldn't be the first time. You said she wanted you to cancel all your appointments in the next 2 weeks. Which ones were that? Only one yesterday. I got my friend Lila to fill in for me. Lila, huh? Who was the client you were to see? He's a regular. I've been going to his place every month for at least a year now. Is he someone important? Why do you ask? I'm sure it was some jealousy thing. Please tell me who the client was. I don't think I can do that. Thompson will kill me if I give out the names of our customers. It would really be important for me to know. Maybe he isn't in danger. Okay, I'll tell you if you promise you won't force me to go back to Thompson. You did sign a contract. You have to understand. It's always been my dream to study space engineering, but my parents... I suppose you know that Savians have their own version of science. If my parents catch wind of my plans to go to a non-Savian university, they'll try everything to stop me. That's why I need to do it secretly, and Tony helped me prepare everything without them noticing. My ship to Themis leaves tomorrow morning. Alright. Alright then, I'll try to convince Thompson to leave you alone. Thank you so much. You wanted to know the name of my regular customer, right? His name is Liam Campbell. He lives in the center. Liam? Alright, do you know his exact address? 144 Rampolt Avenue. I hope he's alright. He's become kind of a friend. I'm pretty sure he's fine. Thank you, and good luck at the university. Interesting.
Liam Campbell. Liam fucking Campbell. It had taken a moment until it clicked because I never called him that. To me and the rest of my division, he was just the chief. That's who the woman had tried to get close to. The director of national security at the CDI. My boss. Now what? Should I follow the chain of command and tell Gary? The chief probably wasn't too keen on everybody finding out about his habit. Maybe I should talk to him first. Then again, it might be too important for the case to be kept secret.
Oh, that's rough. Ooh. First, we're gonna talk to Thompson to get her off of Sheila's back, because get her on public broadcast, then you don't have to worry about it being a secret. So how did it go? Sorry, but Sheila won't come back. Mr. Conrad, I'm sure you're joking. I'm not. She's not coming back. But she signed a contract. I thought you were supposed to enforce the law. Listen, Mr. Thompson. You will leave her alone. Forget about the customer I asked you about. I don't need your help anymore. But if you don't leave Sheila alone, I will come up with something to have your place searched. I'm sure you won't risk that, will you? Mr. Conrad, I must ask you to leave my agency. We're closed at the moment. Remember what I said, Mr. Thompson. Goodbye. Please get out of here. Shoot. Wants me to go talk to Gary. Hey Gary, sorry about being short with you earlier. I had to follow an important lead. Hi, Blackheart. Was it worth it? It was. Let me fill you in. Apparently, the woman that tied up Lila had some procedure done to look very similar to her. I suspect she impersonated her to get close to a customer. Lila told me as much. We had a little chat earlier. I'm almost positive the client is the old man the impersonator stole the data from. The customer originally booked a different girl, but then someone paid her to cancel the appointment. Wait, why go through the trouble? Why not impersonate the original girl? I guess because she's his go-to. He knows her too well and he would have noticed. He would have noticed it's not her. How did they know that he'd pick on an alternative and not cancel altogether? Maybe that's what he did in the past. Like I said, he's a regular. And how did they know it would be Lila? I don't think they did. The sniper said something about the woman's new appearance. Maybe they changed her looks after the appointment had already been accepted. And it healed within a few days? That kind of tech is rare. I goes again, it's going well. This is very good writing so far. But how is any of this connected to our case other than the perp talking to that woman? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It seems like an entirely different operation. Any idea who the escort agency's customer is? Can't tell you yet. I want to talk to the chief about it first. What? Why? This one might be outside our jurisdiction. I really want to check with the higher-ups first. Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure I can tell you about it all about it soon. Alright, listen. Meet me back at HQ in half an hour. Let's go over all the facts again and get ready to intervene in that handover. I'll have my Saito look into the owner of that hideout apartment. Let's sort the rest out later. Catching the sniper remains our top priority. Copy that. See you at headquarters.
As I was making my way back down through the maze of Matuna's living quarters, I tried to untangle the threads of the conspiracy before me. Every detail I uncovered seemed to open up a number of new questions. What exactly was the connection between the stolen data and Banny's murder? It felt like there was a bigger plan underneath, like we were just scratching the surface.
Oh yeah, we need to go back into the train. There's a smoke break there. There was one down here, I think. Oh. Nope. Wasn't there? Oh. Hi, Neil. We checked the boat with the ID you sent me. Its name is Seize the Day, not Birder. It's a pretty big yacht. Is it possible that you picked the wrong ID? Maybe. The data from the port AI was kind of confusing. I see. Listen, our perp got scanned and yet passing through the train station ahead of you. I'm pretty sure he landed the boat in the harbor on the other side. You should go and see for yourself. Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to the harbor. Sir, may I ask what you're doing at Matuna Harbor? Don't think I've seen you before. Good evening, sir. I'm Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI? Holy moly, that's unexpected. My name's Harry Truff. I'm with TSW. Can I help you? Can I take a look around the harbor? I'm looking for a boat that could be important for my case. I'm sorry, but TSW only allows club members and registered guests down at the pier. What about law enforcement? Right. If you can tell me the idea of a specific boat you're investigating, I'm allowed to let you in. I see. Maybe I'll get back to you. Let's get to harbor. Oh, hey, the red herring. Are you new here? Never seen you before. Yeah, just passing through. Case leads me here. Huh? You're looking for traffickers? You're in the wrong place. Just honest-to-God sailors here. So you have a boat in this harbor? Of course, it's down at the pier, the Samara. Hey, you mind helping me out with a cigarette? Sure. Sure, here you go. Hello again. How about that cigarette now? Yeah, here you go. Isn't that what I hit? Much obliged. So, thanks for the ciggy. Beautiful weather tonight. You can almost see some stars through the layers. Been sitting outside all night. The view used to be better, though. You see those new apartment blocks they're building? Same company that bought the harbor. TS something. Forced me to buy an expensive tracking ID device for my boat. Now they want me to get a new engine. Mine's not regulation, they say. I tell you they don't want us lowers here. Listen, I'm sympathetic to your... Yeah, I get it. Not your fault. You're busy, I know. Thanks again for the cigarette. Let me know if I can do something for you. Actually, there is something. I'm looking for the ID of a boat that arrived here earlier. Any chance you could help me with it? What do you need that for? It's for a case. The guard won't let me down into the pier if I don't tell him the exact ID. The TSW guy? He likes to harp on about all these new rules. If it's for a case, I'm telling you right now, I won't throw any of my friends here under the bus. I'm sure the guy I'm after isn't one of your friends. Do you know the name of the boat you're looking for? Yes I do. It's called Berta. Never heard of it. Tell you what, I'll go down and have a look at its ID. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Alright, I got your ID. 220190. Thanks a lot. Have a nice night. Actually, I want to go into the red herring because I want to see something up there. See if there's like anything I can look at. Excuse me, sir. Do you know a guy called Ed? Ed? You mean Silvertongue Ed? Of course I do. Lived here for 40 years. We often had a drink together upstairs. Shame he got kicked out when TSW started asking for rent. I met him earlier. He told me he misses his old spot. What would it cost to rent it for him again? What, are you going to pay it for him? Ha, didn't think you uppers were good for anything. $50 a month, $500 for a year. You know what? I'll pay it for Ed. Alright, I'll rent a spot for a year then. Done. Looking forward to having the old geezer back. You can tell him he can come back next month. But I'm honestly not sure how long it'll take them to boot him for another reason. TSW was more interested in renting spots to tourists and private yachts. Hello? Neil Conrad here. What? Who is this? Neil Conrad. I'm the CDI agent. We spoke earlier. I don't know no CDI agent. You asked me to help you with your old spot at Lacuna Harbor. I arranged it. You're good to come back. You what? Look, if you're making fun of me... I'm not. You can return next month. I paid for a year. I'll send you the contract. Ha! Today seems to be my lucky day. Thank you, sir. You heard that, old lady? We're going back. How about in return you tell me all you know about that guy who stole your friend's boat? Right. I noticed the feller when he started the motor. He cut the rope with a knife like it was butter. Those are big-ass ropes, I tell you. Tough as bones. Did you see what the man looked like? I didn't catch a lot of details. He was in a hurry to get away. But when he started speeding away, it fell right off his head. It must have been a hat after all. Could it have been a wig? Yeah, or a wig. Whatever it was he was bald underneath. Are you sure of that? Yep, his head was polished like a bowling ball. Great, thank you. Anything else you remember? No, look, my eyes aren't what they used to be, and neither is my memory. That's alright, you've been a great help. Have a nice day, Ed. You bet I will. Didn't want to leave that. I told you I need a boat ID to let you in. I know, the boat I'm looking for is the ID 220190. Let's see. Yep, that one's here. Alright, come on through. Don't touch any other boats. Today was supposed to be my day off. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Oh, there's the Berta. What do we got? Pocket laser cutting device. It cuts and leave a blue residue. An open first aid kit. Some untangled bandages lie on top of the other contents. A sink full of bristly red hair. Looks like our guy shaved his entire beard off. Interesting. Got everything here? Yeah. Okay, looked at all that. Looked at all that. Good. Over here? Nope. Alright, now back off to the train. Chasing down every lead we can. Choose too many leads and you'll have nothing to tie the horse up with. True. Mr. Conrad, this is Felicia, the bartender from Sakura Hotel. Your colleague gave me your cell info. Listen, I want to thank you for not telling anyone what I did. You're not going to snitch on me later, are you? No, you're good. I don't think you knew what you were doing. I didn't know, I promise. Thank you. Listen, I remembered something that might be helpful. Guess you were after that Diaz guy? I think he had a bruise on his arm. I saw it when he was on his way to the van. His instrument fell down. He rushed to pick it up, and he suddenly put his hand on his head. I saw a pretty nasty cut between his wrist and elbow. It looked fresh. Thank you for letting me know. Give me a call if you remember anything else. Oh, so... Oh, no, we got up there. Damn. I was wondering what... I thought it was crashing. We'll go to the office in a moment. So, Banny's murderer is bald now. They probably have a cut arm. Their beard is shaved. Ooh, wait. Aw, it's not a smoke point? Was it a cut or a bruise? Oh, you're right. There's like a cut or a bruise. Because there was bandages for a cut arm, I think is what was said. So actually, we can go through our logs. The tip had a bruise on his arm. No, there was a bruise, but then I saw a pretty nasty cut between his wrist and elbow. Yeah. Hey, Neil. Hi, Sato. It's good to see you. This case really has me on edge. Yeah, me too. The chief wanted me to tell you that we invited 2 special guests. They're waiting for you in the conference room upstairs. Ooh, why? The CEOs of Millix and Dyson Enterprises. Uh-oh. Isn't they had dinner with Benny right before he was shot. Millix and Dyson, as in probably the biggest mining companies in the world? Honestly, you probably don't even need to say mining for that to be accurate. Holy shit. Wish someone had told me earlier. I'm not exactly prepared for this. Sorry, I just got word from the chief. That reminds me, he also wants to talk to you after you've questioned him. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Waiting for upstairs. Alright, guess we're going there. Good morning, gentlemen. I am Agent Neil Conrad. Just let you know if you feel like shouting at Sean. Good morning, Mr. Conrad. At Dyson Enterprises. Morning, Dan Kim, Phillips. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, let's get right to the point then. I have a busy day ahead of me. Yes, of course. The 2 of you had dinner with Mr. Bandy last night, correct? Yes. And you're aware of what happened to him after he left? We were just told. It's terrible. It's tragic. Our upcoming negotiations with Banny were of most importance to our relationship with Drovia. Not that you had any real interest in negotiating. What are you implying? I'm not implying anything. I'm saying very clearly that you only stand to gain from this tragedy. With Banny dead, any real hope for Drovian independence goes out the window, which means we maintain the status quo where you already have all you want. That's preposterous. Was I or was I not at the negotiating table? If everything had been hunky-dory, I would have stayed on Millen. That doesn't change the fact that the only ones who will suffer from this will once again be the Drovian people. Oh, come on, as if you give a damn about the Drovian people. The only aspect of Drovian independence you care about is your prospect of selling Tylanium to whoever you want. Okay, your competitors. This is a difficult situation, I get it. I'm mostly interested in last night. Let me think. Did Banny seem paranoid? Did Mr. Banny seem strange last night? Maybe on edge or paranoid? No, but I've never met him before, so I wouldn't know what he's normally like. What about you, Mr. Dyson? I know him quite well. We traveled here from Drovia on the same ship. He behaved normally last night, I would say. I see. Let me think. What was the dinner about? If you don't mind me asking, why were you at dinner with him in the first place? The mining business is an important pillar of the system-wide economy. We talk to politicians sometimes. So it was a lobbying thing? And was it just the three of you? Just the three of us and our staff. I wouldn't say lobbying necessarily, more of a social event. Of course, you sometimes talk business at those. I imagine you do. So were there important business things to talk about? We mostly saved those for the trade summit, which I suppose will be cut short now without its protagonist. I see. Well, let me think. Did Banny have enemies? Did Mr. Banny have any enemies? Anyone who stands to gain from maintaining the status quo, I suppose. Oh yeah? Or maybe anyone who is happy that all of Drovia will be really riled up over this. There was no real chance they would have gotten their independence from these negotiations anyways. But maybe now they'll revolt and just take it. Ever thought about that? I don't think much about conspiracy theories, no. Nobody concrete? Maybe someone disgruntled or someone who overtly threatened them? No, but to be fair, veiled threats are much more common in politics anyway. Any veiled threats then? None that I'm aware of. Me either. I see. Alright, thank you for your time. Could you give me your cell contacts? I might need to get back to you in case I have more questions. Why not? Of course, there you go. Why did his send twice? He sent two things. What a terrible situation. Are we done? My driver is waiting. Where the hell is my office? The hell? We gotta go talk to the chief. We gotta go to our office. Oh, we need to talk to the chief. Okay. Where's the chief? Which is the chief's office? This one? This one. Okay. Agent Conrad, good morning. Good morning, Chief. Saito told me you wanted to talk to me. Well, you're no grunt, so it's not on the lower floors. But you do go out a lot, so it's not on the upper floors. Somewhere in the center? Maybe. Hold on. Phone binged me. I gotta double check something. Alright. Let me drop a message to somebody. And we shall continue. Set my beard be for a moment. Hey. Drops the message. Wait, that's a cool pause screen. I like that. I really like that. That's nice. Okay. Saito told me you wanted to talk to me. I do. Let's not beat around the bush. Agent Long already filled me in over the phone, but he told me that you didn't want to reveal the escort agency's claim. Yeah, about that. I'm not completely certain that my suspicion is correct, but are you going to make me say it? So it is. So it's you. It is me. Why didn't you tell Agent Long? You jumped the chain of command. I guess I did. Thank you for telling me first, Conrad. So what makes you think a hostile agent was involved? Oh, I gotta go mow the lawn. Okay, take care, Blackheart. It seems like the woman who paid you a visit wasn't the real escort. She had a procedure done to look very similar to her. She also seems to be in contact with Banny's murderer. We have a recording of their conversation. It seems probable that she tried to take advantage of your connection to the escort agency. I see. Any idea what her objective would be? Did you notice anything suspicious when you met her? Nothing comes to mind. She didn't seem particularly interested in my professional life. Did anything go missing since she visited you? Sounds like you already have a suspicion. Out with it. The fake escort talked about some data she stole, I think from you. Is that what the sniper is going to hand over at Jorah's Plaza? Exactly. I don't have any relevant data at home, except on my cell, of course. Maybe she got a chance to access your cell without you noticing? Maybe. I'll have to talk about that with my own superiors first. One more thing, Conrad. You didn't talk to a girl named Sheila Nowak, did you? I did. She wanted to know if you were all right. Might want to give her a call. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. Looks like she finally has all the money she needs to go to university. That's good to hear. We have to focus on the sniper. The handover is taking place in less than 3 hours. Let's get down to the mission briefing. They're waiting for us. How was it talking to those two CEOs? They don't seem to like each other very much. What did you expect? Top mining guy from Drovia and top mining guy from Gara. They're probably mortal enemies. I expected them to be less open about it. You'd think that rich and influential folks would be more reserved, but the truth is many of them are the most brazen, least classy individuals in the system. Now that we're complete, let's recap what we found out so far. Our suspect goes by Diaz, but his real name seems to be Boyd. He's still at large. He shot Banny around 1:39 this morning from the top floor of the secure hotel. Shortly after, he was picked up by an unknown accomplice who dropped him off at the lower layers. That's when he switched to a stolen boat as his second getaway vehicle. He docked it at Matuna Harbor, where his ID was picked up nearby a train station. He then paid a woman called Zora a visit. She seemed to be involved in another scheme that might be linked to our case. Earlier this week, she attacked and tied up an escort girl named Lila Clark to temporarily assume her identity. She went to see an important client in her steed and stole some data from him. The sniper convinced her to give him the stick containing that data. He will pass it to an unknown third party at Jorah's Plaza at 8:30. Our plan is to intervene and catch the sniper and his associates red-handed. We are going to place plainclothes agents in the cafes and snipers on the rooftops. The operation will be overseen by Agent Kumar, head of the response team. Conrad and I will be watching from the sidelines, ready to go if needed. Jorah's Plaza is a popular place with a lot of breakfast joints. It will be swarming with people. We have to be very careful not to endanger any civilians. Questions? How will we identify the sniper? Conrad has been collecting data on what he looks like. We have to rely on that. Do we have any details on the woman the sniper visited? Not really. She was surprised to see our perp. It seemed like the meeting wasn't part of their original plan. We're not sure if he lied to her to get the stick. If so, it's possible that he's not planning on taking it to the handover at all. Alright then, Conrad, go ahead and submit that sheet on what the sniper looks like. Take your time and go over all the logs and evidence again. We only have one chance to get this right. Oh boy. So clues. Sync. Yeah, the guy shaved his entire beard off. Let's say 10.9. So not hearing Ed. So Ed said he was bald. He cut himself with a laser, that's why it looked blue like a bruise. Yeah, we don't know how he got the It's a cut slash bruise, and the laser does cause a blue cut. But does that cause a blue cut on flesh? And what did he cut? Oh no, he used the blue laser to cut the glass in the hotel, just to fire out of. That's right. Because we go to clues, we go to secure a hotel, cut out glass. Piece of glass is cut out and put back in. So he still might have cut himself with the laser, just like a glancing blow or something, but he apparently had a bad cut. So we go to the sheets, the murder. He was bald with a cut arm and shaved. So I think this is it. Let's submit. I got the sheet from Conrad. Forwarding it to Agent Kumar now. Let's get ready. Oh, sorry, I'll tab for something. The trail went cold there. Yeah, I'm expecting that at any time, because we can't save scum in this game. What happens, happens. What choices we make are what are set in quote-unquote stone. T-minus 90 seconds. Damn, it's more crowded out here than I expected. I don't think our snipers will get a clear shot. Let's hope we don't need them. Did I ever tell you the story of how I joined the CDI? Yeah, you saved Mayor Glover's life when you were still a policeman. I wasn't on duty that day, but when I saw a guy pull out a gun, I didn't hesitate. That's what landed me a job at the CDI. Shit, I was so nervous when the chief invited me for an interview. Nothing had gotten me that nervous again in the 15 years since. Until today. If we don't book this guy today, someone will have to take the fall for Banny's murder, and we are first in line. We'll find out soon enough. I always wanted to join the CDI, and it seemed like that ship had sailed already. Yet here I am, because I've always been on the side of justice. That's why we're going to get through this as well. Good things come to good people, huh? What they say. Don't they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions? That's bogus. Oh, so that one's bogus. Baffling to me that after 15 years on this job, you still believe in some sort of cosmic justice. You said yourself that history has a way of working itself out. Going down any second now. Let's focus. Wait, seems to be a date. What? You guys flirting on comms? I can hear Suspect A talking. Sounds harmless so far. Time is now exactly 8:30. Keep your eyes open. No exact matches of target description yet. Oh, they've been talking about different suspects. Maybe he shows up late. Person at entrance B looks like a very close match. Copy. Unit Beta, go after him. He's headed toward the fountain. Can I get an audio feed? Not close enough yet. Picking up the pace. Seems to be moving toward the man sitting right ahead. They're shaking hands. Very likely to be the accomplice. Alright, Beta, move in and make the arrest. Get the suspect and his accomplice. Be discreet. Don't make more noise than you need to. I think they noticed you. The big guy is getting up. You spooked them. Get a move on. Other guy is standing up and reaching into his pocket. Watch out! Gun! Follow me, Conrad. Oh, there's been a shot. We got them. I was going to make the arrest when the big guy jumped out of his chair. He started to make a run for it, and the other one pulled a gun on me. Luckily, I was already close enough to grab it. I think nobody got hurt. Excellent work. Did any of the other people running away strike you as suspicious? No, everybody only started moving when the gun discharged. Good, let's bring them in and see what they have to say. See, Conrad? Good things come to good people.
Once the adrenaline had worn off, the uncomfortable train seat and glaring sunlight were the only things stopping me from falling asleep. My implants had been injecting me with a substance keeping me alert and focused all night, and now I came crashing down hard. I seemed to remember glances from the people around me. I wondered if there was blood on my clothes, but I couldn't be bothered to check. The confrontation at Joris Plaza had been hairier than expected, but catching the sniper and his associate was a huge win. I wondered if this was the beginning of the end of the case, or just its beginning. I finally got up at my stop and left the train, only to suddenly wake up in my seat again and realize it had been a dream. I decided to stand next to the door for the rest of the ride.
Dreaming you had gotten off the train.
A cool breeze cut into the train cart and through the haze of fatigue when the doors opened. I considered visiting Kat, suddenly feeling an urge to inhale the woody, slightly dusty air in our old apartment. Kat had filled it with what she affectionately called real things. She loved leather, cloth, paper, and plants, and hated the clean metallic surfaces at my apartment. Sometimes I did too.
I feel that. Whoops. What do we got? Sky Gazer Bistro. Authentic vintage food and drinks. Dumpling Kitchen. Y'all weirdos, give me clean metallic surface over your plants any day. Why not both? I like both. I want dumplings now. Oop, I didn't mean that tab, sorry. Hit the wrong button combo. Trying to hit that, make sure my detective senses were on. Oh yeah. Oh hi Neil, what are you doing here? I just wanted to say hello. To you. Really? Who are you? It's nice to see you too. Sorry, I'm just surprised. You want coffee? No thanks, I'm actually headed to bed. I'm just coming back from work. It's been a long night. Well, that's rough. Wait, you didn't have anything to do with that shootout that's all over the news right now, did you? Actually, I did, but it was practically over by the time I got there. Oh my god, are you okay? They wouldn't have let me go if I caught a bullet. Don't say, I mean, are you emotionally okay? Was I ever? Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk about it. No, fine, sorry. What was that whole thing about? Nobody seems to know yet. I can't tell you. Can't tell you, but you'll hear it on the news soon enough. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back in one piece. I have to catch the next train if I don't want to be late for work. But if you still want to talk tonight, we can grab a drink. I'll have to head right back to headquarters as soon as I'm no longer a sleep-deprived zombie. But I'd like that, once things have calmed down a little. I gotta run now. Hold on, one more thing. Laura wants to go to a party at one of her classmates' place tonight. I'm not sure if I should let her. She's only 14. but I feel like she has a hard time connecting with her peers, so this could be a good thing. What do you think? Let her go. Let her have some fun. Laura is very mature for her age. I'm sure she'll take care of herself. Yeah, you're probably right. I shouldn't be so anxious. See you, Neil. Please don't get yourself shot. Alright. I am going to hit escape. I'm going to get BRB. I need to go put some groceries that got here really early. They're not supposed to be here for another hour and a half, but they got delivered early. So let me go handle that real quick, and I will leave you all with some music while I deal with it. Some energy drinks, some, what else did I get? Some vegetables for stir fry, stuff like that. Also, stuff for tacos tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me put on some music. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, taco stuff. You know, the meats I use to mix up the taco meat, green onion, stuff like that. All right, resume this. What's this? Oh, news. The Giants are talking. And The Centrist by Gustavo Trample. Oh boy, here we go. Just the name of the newspaper or whatever this is going to be great. While everybody's eyes were trained on Banny and Robertson at the trading summit's first day, a few other notable discussions were going on in the background. Most notably, the mining giants Dan Kim from Millets and Abbott Dyson from Dyson Enterprises got together in person for the first time in their lives. Their relationship is tense. While Dyson extracts the majority of Drovia's Chileum, its profits are severely undercut by its status as a colonial entity. By contrast, Millets is not only able to sell its ores directly to places like Themis and Nujoran, but it also buys up Telenium from companies like Dyson to resell it at a higher price. The ore prices Gara pays us have not changed in a long time while costs steadily increased, Dyson complained at a recent interview with the Drovian Trade Journal. At this rate, we won't be able to turn any profit at all in a few years. Millets CEO Kim assured us that his company would critically examine the situation, but added that the margins are not that big. The idea that we exploit other mining companies based on Drovia is not based in reality. Whether anything will change between the two companies remains to be seen. However thin they want us to believe their margins to be, it is important to keep in mind that both CEOs are billionaires with a history of underpaying their workers, cutting corners, and initiating mass layoffs whenever their companies have faced financial problems in the past. Alright. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? I know you. You're the guy who came to our flat yesterday. You told that old scumbag to leave my sister alone. I did. That was really nice of you, man. I didn't think you uppers would help out a Savian. She left this morning, chasing her dream. Glad I could help. I have to get home now. Have a nice day. Sure. Bawatna's blessings, man. Thanks, you too. All the best, man. I want another, smoking view. Wait. We can get more, but do we need more? No, we're full on cigarettes right now, so we'll leave that.
I got into the elevator and leaned against a wall. I was so tired in that moment that my reflex of emotional repression whenever I saw Kat didn't seem to work anymore. It hit me with an unusual clarity that, even a decade after it had ended, I hadn't ever fully let go of her. I wasn't sure what to make of it, whether to be happy or to finally push myself to it. I concluded that I would probably just go back to repressing it altogether.
Ooh. Welcome. Hey, Horace. How's it going? Let's pet Horace. We've already fed Horace earlier. There you go. Pet. Yeah, there we go. Sit in a chair. Have a quick smoke break. Alright, whose murderer are we going to get woken up for this time?
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink. Maybe I would find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time hated the thought of it.
Reptiles don't usually like being handled. Yeah, true, true. Look, I have to pet the dog or lizard at least once, if I can in a game. Oh, I can't visit them. We got enter the trade. Alright. Hmm? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Here we go. Uh-oh. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the Liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries. But lately, they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science, to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago today what happens when a Savient state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Put a stop to all independence talks and reinstate full Garian rule. We removed the radical Savient Joseph Banny to get it started. We do not start implementing measures to meet our demands. More Savient lives will be spent to protect our collective future. The Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Drova is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. Won't be as silent as the first one. Oh boy. Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was on all screens across the city. Come to headquarters immediately. I was already on the way. Well, if it's not as silent, it won't be as deadly. Oh, God. Gary, what are you doing out here? Thinking. Strange how the city looks the same as always, as if nothing happened. But that's a good thing, right? Fucking liberators. Ridiculous name. From whom are they liberating us? From a handful of superstitious lords? Pathetic bullshit. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. It's not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. And somehow we didn't know anything about these fuckers before everyone else. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and his associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper's a complete ghost. He's got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture titanium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless. No criminal record. Strange. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organization? I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far, but we do have another lead. Saito is trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. But the most important lead are those two douchebags in our basement. You have a way with words, Conrad. Get down there and see if you can get them to talk. Will do. Did we secure that drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And what's on it? About that, the chief said the Attorney General seized it. She said she has to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. The AG? Are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. I suppose they'll let us in on it soon. There's no time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 48 hours away. The higher-ups know what they're doing. You think? Let it go, Conrad. Go talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. And one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez's company in the news today. You might want to download it and have a look. Okay. Power Up battles bankruptcy. Oh, well. Here's some motive. Let's see. It's no secret that the Drovia-based Power Up is one of the planet's most important battery producers. Has been one of the planet's most important battery producers. Has been facing monetary difficulties for several months now. Technological developments over the past few years have made titanium the most efficient material to build high-performance batteries, overtaking lithium and others by far when it comes to battery life and weight. However, since Drovia is a Garian colony with no economic autonomy, Power Up doesn't have the right to buy its titanium directly from the mining companies based on Drovia. The latter are forced to sell the resources to Gara, which in turn sells the titanium to all companies processing the material, including those on Drovia. In light of this development, it has become increasingly difficult for non-Garian companies to keep prices competitive. This has put Power Up, like many others, in an increasingly difficult spot. It did not come as a surprise, therefore, when its CEO and founder, Abraham Gonzalez, publicly supported the cause of the Drovian fight for independence last week. As representative of the Association of Drovian Electrics Companies, he accompanied Minister Bani on his business trip to Gara to defend the interests of his industry during the discussions between Drovia and Gara. So, we want to go talk to the chief. That's what we want to do. We helped him, maybe he can help us. No, not that way. We need to go one more for the chief. And you can rest assured that we know what we are doing. I didn't question that. That data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. The Liberators said that the next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty damn soon. We really need to take into account everything we've got if we want to catch those guys in time. I already told you that the contents of that stick won't help you find them. How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. And you know that. You yourself were director of the CDI for over a decade. Liam, please. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. The data is about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it? What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw what folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what was in there. There was a lot going on in 1800. Let me be very clear, Liam. I can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my orders. We've been doing this for a long time, Emilia. I deeply respect everything you have done for the Garian state, but as a CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garian citizens. I'm sure that it's in your best interest as well. I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. Good evening, Agent. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad, how can I help you? I was wondering about what the AG was doing here. We had a little discussion about our plan of action. Nothing you have to worry about, though. Was it about the data? Honestly, I don't understand why parts of the puzzle are being kept from us. It makes no sense. I agree. Listen, Conrad, I'm currently trying to find out what that data is about and why we don't get access. Don't you have a suspicion, at least? You know what was on your cell when it was accessed. The data was on the CDI network, and apparently it was something I don't normally have access to. Welcome back, Blackheart. Until I know exactly what we're looking at, I'd like to ask you to respect the chain of command. I'm getting an important call any second. We can talk later. Bye, Conrad. Emails. Beyond body enhancement updates. Dear Mr. Conrad, an update is available for your following body enhancements: Eyes Plus, Thighs Plus, Chest Plus. Please make sure to download and install the latest firmware from our website within the next 10 days. The Beyond Body team. Go to the basement. Break room. Hey, Holloway. I've been told that our guests are eagerly awaiting me. They sure are. I suggest you talk to Gonzalez first. The usual rich guy crap with him. He's going to be surrounded by lawyers in a few hours. At that point, it's going to be hard to get any more out of him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it that people can just buy their way out of here? We're lucky he's from Drovia, so he doesn't have a lawyer you hear. Yet. But he does have a Drovian lawyer on the line right now who's going to annoy the hell out of you. He's somewhere in space and has a communication delay of about 30 seconds from what I understand. So if you want answers, you better have a strategy to make him talk quickly. Because you can be sure that lawyer's going to shoot your questions down once they reach his ears. He's also going to call you on your bluffs, so be careful. Got it, thanks. Saito did some digging and compiled a number of documents that could be useful for your interrogation. First, he gathered some basic information on Gonzalez and put it on the pin board over there. You can take a look at it with your AR module. Second, he pulled a list with all incoming and outgoing calls from Gonzalez's phone. I'll send that to your cell. Give it a read. And if you have any more evidence that incriminates our guy, go over it before you go in. Ah, well, thanks. You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready. Abraham Richard Kenneth Gonzalez. Let's see. Born 1790 in New Joran. He's single, a Saviant. Drovia, Sector 1 since 1830. Let's see. Degree in engineering at New Joran Elite University, Piston College for Engineering and Business. Trainee on Drovia, Foundation of Power Up, DE grant for young founders. And since then, he's been CEO of Power. Alright. Cell records. So... anonymous outgoing call. Anonymous here. All right. Got all those. I guess we'll start this thing. You ready? Sure. I am. All right. I'll unlock the door. Good luck. Hello, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm Agent Conrad. I already talked to your colleagues. I didn't do anything illegal. You don't have a right to keep me here. I'm a citizen of Drovia and you have no evidence against me. We could keep you here for 24 hours even if we didn't have evidence. We do. Don't you have the CEO's numbers to check this against? Oh, that's true. Oh, damn, we can't really check that right now. I don't know if we logged down the numbers, though. That would actually have been something good to check. Damn. What was the name of the murder crew in U7? Let's start with your associate. What do you know about Boyd and the data he brought you? He's not my associate. I didn't even know he was called Boyd. Listen, Mr. Gonzalez. I know you had a call with him last night. We have Boyd on record talking about the handover of some data storage module at Joris Plaza. He explicitly said that he called the person he was going to meet at 11 last night. You have an incoming call at that exact time from... Shoot. An anonymous number. You did show up to the meeting at Joris Plaza this morning. All this proves beyond a reasonable doubt that you have worked with Banny's murderer. Okay, listen. I got paid to fetch the stick. I was just following instructions. I had no idea who I was meeting with, and I still don't know what's on that stick. Good evening, Agent Conrad. My name is Jim Miller. I am Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer. Nice to meet you. A team of legal professionals is on its way to advise my client. Till then, he won't answer any of your questions. Who paid you? You heard my lawyer. I'm not supposed to talk to you before my legal team arrives. Listen, Mr. Gonzalez, I've heard that. Your company needs Drovian Tylenium. And you support Drovian independence. Drovian fight for independence. So I'd actually be surprised if you were involved in Banny's assassination. You have the opposite of a motive. Yet here we are. But you still have a chance to clear your name. If you help us crack the case, the public might never learn about your connection to Banny's murderer. Shit, I told you I didn't know anything. I was contacted anonymously a few weeks ago, shortly after I booked my flight to Gara. I was told to pick up a storage module here and send its contents out on my way back home. Send it where? They were going to contact me. I have no means of reaching them. Who are they? I really, truly don't know. The person who contacted me spoke Drovian. That's all I can say. Wait, so whoever put you up to this is Drovian? Why would they work with an anti-Drovian terror group? I don't know. But I'm 100% sure they were from Drovia. I got paid to do it and not ask questions. My company really needs a cash injection right now. Mr. Gonzalez, I urge you to stop answering questions before your legal team arrives. You are complicating things for yourself and for us. My God, calm down. It's not like I've said anything that incriminates me. But he's right. I'll wait for my legal team to arrive. Fine. High school can feels good on my forehead. Yeah. Warmed up here as well. It's the ventilation up in here in my streaming room is not very good. So how did it go? He doesn't seem to know much, which in itself is interesting. Well, it's more than nothing. Good luck with the other one. He's a tough nut to crack. Hasn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has an emotional reaction to anything. You know nothing about the guy. He's a complete ghost. If you have any evidence that could be useful, though, you should go over it before you talk to him. Let me know when you're ready. So now I do want to check the, not you, Dan Kim. We don't really have the logs of, the phone for each person, right? Let's see. I should see the context. That was important too. I think what that does is it's a story path basically. I guess if we don't have X person's number, it goes down a different path. Like Anthony, the girl's brother, that the girl that we helped from the escort service. I get the feeling if we didn't help her like that, that encounter would have probably been him, punching us or something, or wouldn't have met him at all. Like we helped the bartender, so we got more information to help us on a different path. If we didn't help the bartender and incriminated her, she wouldn't have been able to help us. So I'm going to guess that their numbers come into play later. Oh, I don't know what else to look at for this guy. Just a second to grab one of my cans of sparkling water. Which is cherry berry farm run. Okay, there we go. I guess we're as ready as we're going to be. So you ready? Sure. I am. All right, I'll unlock the door. Good luck. Hello, Mr. Boyd. Do you have a last name? Or is that your last name? Ooh, mango sparkling water. Yeah, we finished off all our mango sparkling water. I think. Dot, dot, dot. Alright, Mr. Boyd, then. I'm Agent Conrad. You made quite a mess out there. Shooting Joseph Banning put you at the top of our most wanted list overnight. Your friends just announced their next big project, and you're uniquely qualified to help us get ahead of it. What do you know about the Liberator's plans? Okay, how about this? Ask about Zora. What's Zora's role in all this? Zora? That's right, Zora, the woman you met last night. I don't know any Zora, but I know you do. Why did you take that data stick from her? You told her there was a change of plans she didn't know about. Was that true? Or did you trick her into giving you the data? Did you want it for yourself? Or did you want to protect her by going to the handover in her stead? You two seem to care about each other. So I'm sure you want to know how she's doing. How about this? I tell you what I know about her, and you tell me what you know about the Liberators. You go first. Alright. You'll be happy to hear that we don't know her whereabouts. She wasn't at Jor's Plaza when we got you, and for all we know, she's leading a happy criminal existence. It's your turn. Who's behind the Liberators? I don't know. I've never met them. They just paid me. Who paid you? I answered your question. Fair enough. Well, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Well, we didn't really get much out of him, so... hope we're getting something useful out of them. Gotta go talk to Saito now. Where is Saito? Here? Oh, there you are. Evening, Neil. Hey, Saito, how's it going? Missions failed. I'm not gonna lie, that video was a little upsetting. I mean, I know that my religion is strange to some people in Gara, but an anti-Savient terror group, that's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think those people are idiots, and I'm sure the vast majority of Garians agree with me. I know. Hey, I also have some good news. I found out where the Liberator's video was broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. The case went cold, and Maya's never seen them. They own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. I took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the center. And what do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently an intruder forced their way into their server room and gained access to the computer. I made contact with the local police department. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come have a look. Fast as lightning, Saito. Good, great work. Well done. Conrad and I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. We really need to get ahead of this one and prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the perp's payment to the hotel as well as the mysterious transaction to the escort. Maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Conrad, I'm taking off from the roof. Want to hitch a ride? You know I don't. Was worth a try. Meet you at AdSpot then. I need some fresh air. I'll come with you, Gary. Down to the train we go. Take care. Meet you at AdSpot. So as the way these things go, which one of them is betrayed? There's always one among the group in these kind of stories. And that's the question, isn't it? You need to play more Rise in Final Fantasy XIV. I need to play more Rise too, yeah. Oh wait, we need to go this way to the train. Oh, let me on. Let me on the train. Just as they're all doing it the way they think they should bet.
During the train ride, every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
Yeah, no. That felt very odd. I have to agree with that. Like, something feels like it's trying to push the push the thing of Drovian independence further to the point of breaking, but I don't know in which way. And for what benefit. There's the obvious benefit of them gaining independence, but pushing it to a point of escalation and war could be like something doing it to gain a profit from it, like what it's like one of those mining corps was saying. So long as it's a way. What if which way doesn't matter as long as it's a way? Yeah, that is one way it could be done. Should help me with the any number of other games. I need to play more Deep Rock Galactic. Fashion Week. 25% off. There's something over here I can look at? No. A wall. I can look at a wall. And yeah, it could have been like a third faction trying to push the trying to push more of push the independence in a way that others are not trying to. So, what in the? As in, one path is trying to get it in a quote-unquote legit matter, but that is going too slow for the other faction, and they're trying to push it to a war to get the independence instead, which I can see both of them being as a way, depending on how the overall politics work, could be that the only way for them to get the independence is through a force of action instead of a negotiation of action. And it's sounding like the force of action is... I mean, there's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. So... yeah, they came out through here. Okay. Seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey, Conrad, this is Officer Wong, my colleague, Neil Conrad. Thank you for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Conrad, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go talk to him. He works for a security firm named Cox that was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices at night. I already informed their CEO, Albert Cox, about the intrusion. Or rather, his secretary. She told me that he's been at the business meal since 1730. But she said she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. I'm not panicking. You are being careless. I want you to promise me that you stay home today, okay? Oh, the officers are here. I'll tell you back later. Good evening, Mr. Brown. We need to ask you a few questions. Officers, I really don't understand how it happened. I was just getting a coffee in here and then... I can't have an eye on all the rooms at the same time, right? It wasn't my fault. Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. Your boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? Broadcast began around 1800. Where were you at that time? As I said, I had left my post at the front desk for a short break and was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass, and I ran looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on the screen. I stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. It all just took a few seconds. Hold on. They managed to climb in, log into the computer, and start that video within a few seconds? Seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside, but they were already gone. So, to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds? No more than 10. If you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere? Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you, Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's all for now. Conrad, I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. Alright, what's the sheet got? We got an email. Dating Elite. Neil, a new message is waiting for you on Dating Elite. Make sure to check it soon. Wow. So, the broadcast. Who started the broadcast? So we got Brown, Fox, Moore, Chen. Alright, so we got some suspects on the list. Right, excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know? About tonight. Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time when I went looking for the intruder, and I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. I go home soon. My wife's a Saviant, and after that video today. I'm afraid you'll have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind all this. I'd feel better if I was with her. I called her earlier and told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. I see. Anything else you want to know? Your relationship with your boss. What's your relationship with your boss? Honestly, I can't say he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because one of his top men vouched for me. See. That's all for now. Please tell my boss it wasn't my fault. Tell me when you find something. Need any help? I'm here. Sir? Lot more glass outside than in. Oh wait. What? Oh, I'm dumb. I had it on reverse. Okay, let's look in here first. So we got the doors. Anything around here? No. Hey Saito, could you do me a favor? Of course, shoot. There's a presence sensor at the entrance of AdSpot's server room. Any chance you can pull its data from around the time the broadcast was started? Give me a sec, I'll check. I got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door around 18 o'clock. Great, that would be helpful. Alright, sending it to you now. Remember, that sensor reacts every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out. Gotcha. Talk to you later. Alright. So, someone went in 5 minutes before that, and then this is probably the guard going in to check out there, then going back out. So 1756. Let's go question. Damn it. Alright, so we need to go check more stuff in here. The computer they used to broadcast the video. And someone smashed the server room window. Security information. This is an AFIS 8420 doors card scanner. People are logged every time they pass through the door. This model doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving the building. Okay, so this 1802 here is probably the guard leaving to go look outside. Cox Security Services is 1755 here. So, excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know? About those door cards. Saw that you use a door card to enter and exit the building. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for ad spot. This one and another one in a locker in our office. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to ad spot can open it. They're not personalized or anything. We just grab one at the headquarters before we come here. Who's the other guard? His name's James Moore. He's been working for the boss for a long time. We alternate shifts here at ad spot. Today's my turn. See, that's all for now. Oh. Brown, Fox, Moore, Chen. Put the logs. James Moore. So, Am I thinking this right? So, this is the door to the server room. There was one at 1756. And then so there's one at 1756. So 55 here, 56 in there. This is probably the first person entering. They went through the window, and then Brown here went through here and then here. Or came out and then went back inside, is what it looks like. Because he went outside to look for the so logs, break in. close to the front desk for a short break, and I was having a coffee in here. I read the server and saw the broken window and the video playing on screen. I stopped the broadcast quickly and could. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? It was empty. With a look outside, they were, yeah. So they had actually been in there for a bit. Alright. So, I'm gonna say it was probably Brown. Not Brown. Moore is who they said the, James Moore. So I want to say it's Moore. I want to double check that that's not the, yeah. Submit. Yes. I took a look at the broken window. There's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. I'm pretty sure that it was smashed from the inside, not the outside. You're saying they broke the window to get out, not in? Exactly. I think that whoever started that broadcast walked in through the front door, played the video, smashed the window, climbed through it, and ran away. Why break the window at all, then? Probably to conceal the real way they got in. If a perp entered through the front door, they must possess an ad spot door card. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects. Apart from the employees of AdSpot, 3 people from Fox Security have access to the door cards as well. Fox himself, Brown, and his colleague Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns surveying the facility. Any idea which one of them started the video? Yeah, someone with a Fox Security door card entered the building at 17:55, shortly before the broadcast began. It can't have been Brown. He passed by the door 3 times since he arrived, which places him inside. Couldn't he have climbed back in through the broken window to avoid the scanner at the door? No, that's evident from the data at the server room door. Saito pulled it for me. There's another scanner there. Only 2 other people have access to Cox's door cards, James Moore and their boss. Cox has been at a business meal since 1730, so Moore is the only suspect left. Good work, Conrad. I'll send a unit to arrest him immediately. You and I should pay his boss a visit and see what he has to say. Should be back at his office by now. I'll send you Cox's address. Get to the train. I'll meet you there. Roger that. Meet you at the security company. Let's go see if we can't talk to... Thanks for trusting me. Do you guys have anything more to say? If you need any help, I'm here. Sir? Alright, back to the train. Actually, there's no... Okay, I was going to see if there's any more news things, because those are always fun to read. Are there any more smoking spots? No. See if there's any over here. Nope, it's just a wall. Oh, a call. Hey, Saito. Neil, good news. I managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. I found a deleted message that is extremely interesting. Seems like someone hired him to fetch the data module on Gara. And here is the kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius network. The what now? The Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded and count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent via a highly encrypted channel of the network. Those are exclusively accessible to high-ranking executives. That means that whoever sent this message to Gonzalez is someone high up at a big company? Not just high up, it practically has to be the CEO. Good job, Saito. Sounds like a solid lead. I'll forward you the message and a list of all companies in the solar system that match the criteria. I'm also opening a sheet about who is behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing. I also managed to extract a message from the sniper's cell. Looks like he sent it to the woman who stole the data from our chief. You might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward it to your site. Copy that. Talk to you later. Ooh, so we got a new sheet that we can't submit. Name of the company behind the Liberators. They're based on... They belong to the... and specialize in... interesting. Oh, God. List of companies. Oh, God, that's a lot of them. Our deal. Mr. Gonzalez, as promised, I am sending you more detailed instructions for your mission on Gara. On 1845-4, at 8:30 in the morning, you will wait for your contact person at the big fountain on Joris Plaza. She will hand you a data stick that you will take with you when you leave the planet in the evening. As soon as you have left the Guardian network, you will be contacted by one of my employees and given further instructions. As we already agreed, you are strictly forbidden from asking questions or trying to find out what the data on the stick is about. Discretion is of utmost importance in this mission. As soon as the module is in my possession, the agreed upon fee will be transferred to your bank account. Sincerely, Mike. Sorry, Zora. You probably figured out by now that I lied to you about Williams asking me to take care of the handover. Pretty sure you're mad as hell, and I'm sorry for that. Thing is, I have a bad feeling about this whole mission, and I really couldn't stand it if you got hurt. We promised each other that this was the last job we would accept and that we could get out of it all afterward. However, over the last few days, I realized that going back to normal after all those years scares the shit out of me. I'm not like you. What I'm trying to say is, if I don't get out of this, I want you to quit nonetheless and do what we were planning to do. I'm sure it will make you happy. Maybe not immediately, but surely after a while. If everything goes as planned, I'll be with you in no time, and I'm sure I'll find a way to get used to normal life. If it doesn't, don't look back and don't come looking for me. Interesting. And yes, we should get together for Deep Rock Galactic sometime. Ooh, okay. I think this is where we're going to, I say 20 seconds ago, we're going to pause, stop here, and I think I'm just going to do a little bit of Totally Accurate Battlegrounds before I wrap up for the day. This has been really, really good, but I want my brain to go on something else and give my throat a rest because I've been doing a lot of reading. So, I know Subnautica is about like half voiced, but I don't. I want to give my voice a bit of a break from constant reading. So we're gonna hit quit here. I'm gonna hit my load screen here.